Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Garrett. And we're live. PTP number 68. We're in the spot with Donny Powell and Al Cook. Yeah, we recorded the other one in reverse. 69 got recorded.
We did
like
Star
Wars
before this.
Yeah, it
like
will be
Star
coming out
Wars.
like a day or two afterward.
Yeah,
I didn't have any.
kind of like Star Wars in a way.
Yeah.
I figured
Probably
like get all the
reverse.
boys together for the first round of March Madness.
Yeah.
Was kind of key.
Yeah.
Was the
Why not?
First or second round.
That
Those
was
like
fun.
first 4 days of March Madness are the best.
Yeah.
I wanted to say your family's the only family that I know that has flavored water instead of regular water.
Yeah, well, they don't have it. We don't really have it anymore. Frickin' Dawson was like obsessed with flavored water growing up, but now he doesn't drink it. And this is like, I don't even know. You'd have to like try it. You can try it if you want. It's like literally
We're
like,
Brandon, hint.
yeah, but it's like it's flavored, but it's so subtle.
This is not a sponsorship.
It's not a sponsorship, but it's like not. I feel like flavored water is like syrupy. Like I don't even like flavored water anymore, really. But I like this, and I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, that's
You know
actually
what I
not
mean?
bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's different.
Yeah, you could consider that infused.
Yeah,
or
that's
something
what
like
it's,
that
I think
instead
it
of
says
flavored.
that.
Oh, it
Water
does.
infused,
Yeah. So it's like I don't know. I know what you're saying. It's not syrupy.
That's
it
why
doesn't have,
I don't
the
like that
taste
anymore.
of it.
I don't even drink regular flavored water, but that's like
Try this out.
Yeah, try it
This
out.
thing.
It's honestly like
Okay.
my new favorite thing.
Try it.
Just
Literally just tried it
Because
yesterday.
you always have the grape one. I didn't mind that
Yeah,
one, but it's
I don't want.
thick.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's what I
thick.
mean.
It like burns the back of my throat.
That's what
That's
I'm
just
saying.
it's the same consistency as
Not
water,
bad. I need
just
this.
like with some infused
You just
ice.
water.
It's like has the refreshingness of water.
When did
Or, like,
that,
whatever.
why is that a thing though at your house that you guys don't have regular water?
No, we do. We have one of those. You know those like office water jugs.
Oh, I forgot you have that.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
mainly what we use. But like, because my
Nice.
dad just goes to the office and gets like
Gets,
the
like, the
jugs and
big
just
jugs
brings
for
them to the
the-
house.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then like where'd the flavored water come from? Dawson just
Yeah,
fucked with
that was like a
flavored water?
youth thing. And
Yeah.
then like Dawson, once he stopped liking it, like my mom kind of got it for a little bit longer, and then she just realized like no one would really drink besides when we were all hungover in high school. We're just pounding flavored
No,
water.
literally, I remember being like super hungover, like barely being able to crawl out from
Yeah.
the basement, and then I open up the garage and looking for water, and there's like grape flavored, what is that?
It'll do.
Adirondack or whatever.
Adirondack?
Adirondack
Oh,
a
water.
lot of Adirondack.
That shit was
Adirondack
spicy,
water.
bro.
It
Yeah, actually,
was.
you had them too. I remember
Oh,
at
of
your
course,
house too.
of course.
They were spook. They were like when you sip like on a McDonald's frap or something,
Yeah.
and it's like
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
it's so
saying.
sweet,
Yeah, no,
hits the
I
back
don't-
of your
yeah.
throat. It's the same shit with the Adirondack
Yeah.
waters. They used to sell those in like my elementary school. They were hot shit. They were, dude. Third grade, we had like vending machines.
Oh,
at
actually,
our
yeah.
Elementary
Dude.
school at Leominster.
Did we even have vending machines in the new high school?
No, they
I
got
don't
rid of them.
remember.
That's so
They
dumb.
used to, because when I used to go there as a
Mad,
kid
dumb,
for like
It is dumb.
for like my
Mad. stupid.
I had
shit
like
freaking-
dance shit
It's
at
retarded.
the high school.
Yeah.
And they used to have vending machines right over by the old high school where you'd go in.
Oh, they did have them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember those.
Yeah,
I feel like
they did.
everyone would get shit at those.
Yeah,
But
I guess
the
yeah,
new high school.
they were still there.
Where?
Not at the new one. The old one though. They were still at
They were
that
there
spot.
at the old one.
Yeah.
Then
Anyways.
Michelle Obama.
I remember
came,
those-
personally
That's
took
crazy.
them out
That
of
was
the
yeah.
new one.
Yeah.
She walked in and
Evil.
personally took all of the good food out of
A la carte
every
was
kitchen.
A la
gone.
carte.
All the ice creams. I remember those
Remember
were
the old?
gone.
Remember the old couple that always handed out a la carte at TCP?
I feel like I do.
Yeah, bro. They're like a la carte, a la carte.
At your elementary school?
Yeah.
TCP.
TCP
Like
was
a la
sick.
carte. You can
Um,
get your
Remember
normal
freaking,
lunch.
I just think that Lunenburg's lunch was just lackluster.
Oh, it was always. I didn't like it.
Because at Leominster,
I always brought
at
them
my
lunch
other
for the
high
most
school,
Yeah, I just ate whatever.
previously to going to Lunenburg, they had the 2 hot lunch lines like we had,
Yeah.
except the a la carte, like the Bosco sticks.
Yeah.
What the, first of all, the fuck is a Bosco stick?
I don't know.
It's a cheesy breadstick. That's all it is.
Yeah, but like the cheese isn't even like
And-
melted inside.
and then
It's
you're trying to
fucking-
serve-
It's like
Gross
string
bullshit.
cheese.
It's like, it's supposed to be like a, yeah, exactly. Like a breadstick with big like mozzarella stick
Yeah.
inside, essentially.
And they
Yeah.
got like
But
microwaved maybe.
that's what you're
Honestly,
serving
it might
children for lunch was my like
Yeah.
thing. Like, I get 2 of these and that's it.
Yeah.
I should get like 2 bags of these
Yeah.
and that's it. Like, you know
I
what
still
I'm saying?
think that, dude. I heard about like other schools' lunches and
But
ours
yeah,
just
at
seems like
Leominster,
so
so like they had those 2, but then instead of all that bullshit, and then we also had that quesadilla with fucking pizza sauce
Oh
on
my
it.
God, that was
What the
gross.
fuck is that,
Trying to
dog?
remember that one.
You don't remember that? It was
I don't
like
know. I didn't
the
get
triangle
dude.
that was covered up in. You brought school.
Well, no, I honestly like
Disgusting.
Declan would always have some gushers. Someone else would always have something they didn't eat. It was
Nice.
just like all the things people didn't eat at the table. I was like, I'll take them.
Are you that guy? You the scavenger?
I didn't even like. Honestly, I asked in the beginning, and then every day they'd be like, "Oh, I don't want this." I'm like, "I'll take it. Like, freaking give me the gushers." Like, Like, let's go.
No, they had
Okay.
like, so I remember our a la carte, like if you weren't getting the main lunch at Lunenburg High School, you were getting, your options at least were
Salads.
salads on the side, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not like a main, like
No,
you could
yeah.
get like I guess you could make yourself a big ass one,
Yeah.
but they had like
Egg
on
salad
the hot
meals.
thing, they
You
had
get an egg.
Bosco sticks, the quesadillas.
Oh, now I remember the
Yeah,
freaking quesadilla.
and
I
they
was
had
thinking of
sauce in them.
I was thinking of the hot lunch line.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, they passed up. No, that's the one of the a la carte.
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Now I remember
Yep.
exactly what you're
And
talking
then
about.
they had
Yeah.
chicken patties and spicy chicken patties.
Yeah, I remember
those were the
that.
4 options that
Those
were
were
there.
hit or miss
Every
for
Daddy
me.
Bandit.
But at
Who was
Leominster,
that?
oh, I don't know. We're not gonna say his name.
Oh shit! Sorry.
He
He's
who
the
shall
chicken
not
patty
be
thief.
named.
Yeah. He also like that
Chicken
same
patty
chicken
bandit.
patty thief was the same kid that pissed in a water bottle and like
Oh,
left it
I
in our
already
gym.
know.
Jim-
Now,
the
yeah, now I
Jim
know who it
pisser.
is.
Yeah.
That's crazy that
the
happened.
Jim Pisser chicken patty thief.
Dude.
Patty bastard.
Dude, like it went around for a while that nobody knew that kid's name. They only knew that his name was the chicken patty
They
thief.
just knew of
I
his
know his
crimes.
face.
Yeah.
I remember that kid's face. I
Knew
don't
his
remember his
face
name.
and his crimes.
Anyways, Michelle Obama just did Lunenburg dirty because Leominster had cheeseburgers,
Oh,
and then like
my
every day
gosh.
you had an option for a cheeseburger.
No way.
I swear to God, I got it every day that the lunch
That's why
wasn't
they're so
on.
much better
But hold
at
on, it keeps
football.
going.
Yeah,
it keeps going.
honestly.
Yeah, they had like regular quesadillas, I think, and like regular chicken patty, spicy chicken patty, a couple other things maybe. But then outside of like they had hot lunch and a la carte. Then they had a deli that my aunt used to work in. So like
Like
you
an
would-
actual
you
deli.
could-
You can ask what you want.
Yeah, you go up
Oh
there and
my
you just
gosh.
order like a sandwich, and they make you a
What?
sandwich like Subway. And then they had on the
Fuck.
far and then on the far right corner, it wasn't Subway, but it was essentially
but
like
still,
it was the
you
same
get
thing. It was just like
something,
literally
like-
like in front of you is like vegetables and then
Yeah.
a bunch of meats and cheese, and then you
I'd be
just
picking
make
the
a
sandwich and picking half the shit off just to make it what I want.
No, you tell them exactly what you
Yeah,
want.
that's
You just
crazy.
like would be like, I want this. And
No, I'm saying at
yeah.
Lunenburg, they'd have the wraps
yeah.
and the sandwiches.
You
You'd be
just
like, oh, I
pick
don't
out,
want.
yeah.
Yeah, you're like, all right, let's.
And then on the far right hand was just like paninis and pizza. So it'd be like 3 different kinds of pizza, and then they had
Pizza
like
every
paninis,
day?
I think, or like maybe not paninis, maybe they were
Pizza every day.
Wait, was it pizza every day?
yeah, they pizza
That's
every day.
unbelievable.
Dude, that was the go-to. Was like if you didn't fuck with anything that was going on, you could either get a cheeseburger or you get pizza.
Yeah, and we could get Bosco sticks
And
or
they give you 2 slices of pizza.
quesadilla.
They give you 2 slices. Yeah, exactly.
We
So
went
we get like
we
2
went to
breadsticks
fucking
this
prison,
big.
bro.
Honestly, like, dude, the
Dude,
new
we did
the
get
new
this.
high school
Dude.
is a prison.
It
Like
was,
that shit
it was.
has
Dude,
no
that
character.
was creepy,
Like-
and the food was shit.
It was
These
creepy.
pedophile teachers.
One of our
and-
freaking janitors is in jail right now. Remember that dude? Killed.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude killed somebody.
Murderer.
Yeah.
That was like sophomore year. I was at Al's house when
Hey,
we found out about that.
He used to give me and like Max Bigelow
He was a nice
donuts.
guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
used to have carry. But it's
That's
kind
the
of
worst
weird.
part about it.
Remember,
Yeah, it
he
wasn't
always
this guy.
used to have
No.
Jolly Ranchers
He was just
too.
kinky.
Well, yeah. So what happened was he like strangled his girlfriend during sex, and then he confessed to it and
Yeah,
like
that's
went to the
awesome.
police station.
No, that's not.
It's terrible. It's
Kid.
awful.
I
But
know.
like,
It's for effect.
Yeah, I
For the
obviously.
pod.
I was
it was
going for a
it was
I'm doing a bit.
erotic asphyxiation, but on
doing
somebody else.
It's just jerking off.
It's always
Dude.
the nice ones that gotta go by
Yeah.
erotic asphyxiation.
Who was the other janitor? Like,
Who was the other janitor that like?
Betancourt just
Yeah.
freaking.
I never.
Oh, he was in the old
the
high
dude was a
school.
limp.
Yeah, he
Dude,
was
I
like-
remember one day somebody kicked that kid's
The one who
kicked
didn't kill anybody?
Kicked his
Yeah.
like, cane out. We like walked with like the stick or
Yeah, I
whatever.
feel like at the end. he did.
And somebody came up from behind him and it was like. It was somebody who was buddies with him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like a
Oh no,
joke.
he was a ball
And
buster.
then he
Yeah,
like
actually, I remember
kicked,
that.
he kicked his fucking cane out and he like stumbled over and like kind of
Dude.
fell.
I can see.
And
freaking-
enough about the fucking high school. I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about the high school.
Yeah, no, it's prison.
You were talking about
Goddamn prison.
how electric a match between Donald
Oh
Trump
my
and Joe Biden would
gosh.
be, like a golf competition between
Yeah.
the two of them, the match.
Because the video that I don't even remember exactly what Trump says, but he like hits a like good drive, and he's just like let me see Biden do that, or he's like, I bet Biden can't do that, or something like that. But just imagine a golf
Classic
match
move.
between them two, like just
Yeah.
that'd be
then
so entertaining.
commentated by like Charles Barkley, Shaq,
Oh my
and Ernie
gosh.
Johnson.
That would be wicked funny. Give him the headset too. Have you seen
Yeah.
those like matches where they talked about the course?
They have to throw out
that'd
a
be
couple
so
other
funny.
like guests too. Maybe Tucker Carlson can get in on like the
Oh, it should be like an,
commentary. Joe Rogan.
Oh, commentary. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, could be like a pairing matchup, like kind of how they do the match, like
Oh,
two
yeah.
people like Trump and someone and Biden and someone.
Nobody
but I
would
don't
want
know.
to golf with Biden.
Yeah, true. They know it's dude. Give him Tiger Woods or someone good. Like, give him a chance.
Give him, yeah, you gotta give him a shot.
I would love to.
Well,
see
because like
him golf.
every dope
Bubba
golfer
Watson.
or every cool person would
I
want
know,
to.
I know Bubba Watson. DJ Khaled.
He
I
would
didn't
want
say
to golf,
personally.
but they would all want to golf with fucking Trump before they go.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Well, yeah, he's probably more fun on the course, and he's a
Yeah,
freaking
of course.
good golfer. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a good golfer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's rich.
I mean,
he probably
he's
plays
decent.
like every
I'm
freaking
sure
day.
he's decent. He owns golf courses.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
sure
say.
he's alright at golf.
That's like, Mark Wahlberg's like pretty filthy at golf.
Yeah.
And he plays like every day. It's on his schedule,
Municipal.
like a round of
Wake
golf
up in
every
the
day.
morning.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is crazy. You know what I was thinking about when you said that, though? It just came back to me. Was the George Bush, when you ever see that video, he's like talking about 9/11. He's like, and we will destroy the terrorists.
Yeah,
Da, da, da,
the
da. And he
evil
goes,
doers.
now watch this swing.
Oh,
and
I
he
have
turns
seen that.
around and
Yeah,
like,
I
it's like a
have seen it,
beautiful
bro.
drive. You ever seen that?
I have
I'll
seen
pull
that.
it up. I'll pull it
That's
up.
actually wicked
Classic.
funny. Well, it's weird, but it's funny.
It's hilarious. It's also like that the meme of him getting told about 9/11 is also very funny. George Bush golf should do that. Yeah.
He was like
Calls for an end to
pretending like he had
terrorism
no
and
idea.
then hits a
I
golf
do
ball.
remember that. Now watch me hit this drive.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
fight the evil doers.
Don't make me sign up.
Poopy fart. Can you pull that up?
Poopy fart. What were?
No, I just remember the other day when he was acting as if he had like a Jamie, but he was saying like
No.
poopy fart, pull that up or something. It's so
What?
dumb. It's not.
I do not remember him saying
It was during the pod, or maybe after
No,
the
what-
pod. He kept
did
saying.
we say-
No, he said duty. And you
Oh,
were laughing.
No, Tootie Raw
Yeah,
was
Tootie
like
Raw,
yeah.
Rosie Sons.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
but
he
we-
didn't ask me to
but
pull
no,
anything
no, we
up.
said-
No, he
No,
was
at
talking
first-
to you. He was talking about his Booty Cheeks podcast, and he was
Oh.
acting as if like he had a Jamie in that podcast, being like, poopy fart, pull that up or something like that. But I was like, dude, it's so...
That's retarded. On the,
This
on
is
the-
so out of
on
context.
the-
People are probably like, what the
Yeah,
hell are
because
they
it's
talking
from a
about?
podcast that happened
Oh,
before
yeah,
that's
yeah.
going to drop after.
But I don't know if he said it after when we were all just hanging out, or if
No,
he
I
said
think-
it during.
I
Was
think
it
we
during?
said poopy fart during the podcast.
Good, because then this has context. Because I'm like, I probably sound like such an idiot, like a child.
No, I think-
This was the video of George Bush. Now watch this video of George Bush. Now watch this video.
Oh, rewind, yeah.
I call upon all nations to do
Evil
everything they
doers.
can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
No way. Like,
Boom! Straight down the middle.
Someone
Straight down the middle.
No way.
edited DJ Khaled.
That's
in there.
awesome.
That's awesome.
that's actually crazy. That's like,
Yeah. And that was the president while it was going on. I mean,
Wow.
Trump has funnier things than
yeah,
he
he
said
does.
during that.
He does.
His,
Yeah.
his shit that he said
Trump's
about...
always doing bits.
Yeah, the shit that
Yeah,
he said
He's
about
doing his new hour.
the...
What is
Whatever
that?
his name is. Abdul Raif.
Comedians like they'll do like a special and then they'll work on like a new hour.
Oh,
He's
oh,
doing-
you're saying that's
He's
yeah,
doing his
okay.
new hour.
Trump's
He's working.
working-
I mean, he actually had like
on
a
the
show out. I was
2024
like, what?
special.
Oh
He's
my
been
gosh.
grinding on a new
He's
special.
working on a new
Dude,
hour.
he's like, I
Torn.
mean, he is like
He's been on
smart.
tour.
I mean, he has like says some pretty like funny, like
Yeah.
some funny witted shit.
Yeah,
like,
but he also has moments like that.
Yeah.
Like when they killed like Abdul Raif
oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
oh,
they had
yeah,
to do.
beautiful
Yeah.
dogs or whatever.
He died like a dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog. He
That
said,
was
please,
crazy.
no. He was begging for his life.
Yeah,
And he's like,
that's why I'm like, that's just so
He went
crazy.
on
We
for like
murdered him.
25 minutes. Yeah, he's like, he was crying. He said, no, please don't. I said, too bad, Raif.
Dude.
And Trump's on the phone with him.
Yeah, he's like making
Get a
all
kid.
that up. That's the funniest part is that this is the president. He's like completely bullshit. He didn't talk to him.
Yeah.
He's like, I had him begging for his life. I said,
that.
no, Raif, you're a dog. You're going to die like a dog.
Dude,
He's on the phone.
I need to rewatch that because I like remember the beginning of that, but I need to watch.
Sergeant
Isn't it like 20
has like
minutes?
the sergeant has Trump on speakerphone.
Yeah, it's like
Abdul!
It's like Dr. Evil talking
Abdul!
to Austin Powers and like all
Calm
of
down,
that.
Abdul.
That would be so
Abdul
crazy.
Bakar.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about, but I haven't. Isn't it like 20 minutes long?
Yeah, he
I've
goes,
never
he
watched
literally
the
goes-
whole thing
uh,
because I've seen that like beginning clip where he's
What,
like,
Dr. Evil or Trump?
no, Trump. I haven't seen Dr. Evil.
no, it's
Actually, I haven't
literally
seen that
like the
movie.
Dr.
I
Evil
haven't
thing though,
seen
where
that
he can
movie.
like phone in to like the entire people.
And $1 million.
Yeah,
I need to watch that.
Abu Bakr. Yeah, Abu Bakr Al Rahim or something like that.
Last night, the United States.
It's awesome, bro. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm gonna turn the volume down until we get to the
Abdul.
Al Baghdadi. That's what it was. Abu Bakr Al Baghdadi.
Abdul Bakar al Baghdadi.
He died like a dog.
Look at him.
I don't want to. Yeah, they've been searching for Baghdadi for many years.
Many years. Dude, he's so awesome.
Apparently, it was a top national security to the administration. I need a part where he's talking about the dog because that part's fucking hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah.
He was whimpering and crying. He's the greatest of all time, bro.
Definitely wicked amusing.
He died after running into a dead-end tunnel, whimpering and crying and screaming all the way.
These-
He's you don't need to say that all that.
It's like dead serious.
Shot and killed. 11 young children were moved out.
Oh my
So,
god.
like, he's adding just so much. Like,
Shit, like,
oh,
look up like videos.
He's
Pretty
trying
sure
to
there's
get
It's
other
an
videos.
8-minute video. It's 8 minutes long about him
Family.
discussing it.
Shoot protesters. He's awesome.
I mean, he just literally he went. I mean, he he had no script.
yeah.
There's no way that was scripted.
No.
He walked up there with nothing, and he was just like, they're like, what do you
Okay.
but prehand? They're like, all right, so like we're thinking about. He's like, nope, I'm just gonna
got
freeball this one, guys. And he like started. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about something about a dog. He died like a dog. I was thinking about something like crying and whimpering.
That's so wild. I need to like watch that whole thing because I feel like he just probably says the same thing. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure. I
Yeah.
mean, when you go in with no script, you just
No,
say you're gonna
yeah,
repeat the
you're
same
just-
thing
yeah,
over.
just
It's like
going
when
over
you
and
show up
over.
to the class for a presentation unprepared,
dude,
and you gotta
That's
like,
always
you gotta
like,
write
hey.
like a 5-minute presentation.
Yeah.
talk about an adrenaline rush though. I
Dude,
love that
yeah,
shit.
talk
Like,
about
get
that.
up there and you're like, all right, let's fucking go. Like, dude, I presented in front of freaking like 120 people at school like my first month, and only 3 other kids
Oh,
did
college.
it. Yeah, dude, like super quick. You either had to like video yourself doing your presentation and you wouldn't have to do it live, or you could just do it live and not video. And I just got up there and I was like, let's fucking go.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Dude, but it was like crazy after. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I just had their attention. Like, not really. It was honestly, I was stuttering up there. It was scary.
I was thinking about the pits though before we were talking about
Oh yeah.
before we even started the podcast. I guess.
The pits go back like,
Yeah, probably generations. I'm
oh
sure.
my gosh, dude. You know there was like a shed, like a pretty like decent sized shed thing down there, like mini barn, I'd say, that got burnt down. Like when my dad was like probably like in his he was probably like 30, and there was like some high school kids partying down there. They burnt the fucking thing down.
Bastards.
Damn.
Yeah, and like, dude,
that's-
he used to chase Tyler Matthews and them out
Yeah.
of the pit. Like they would like chase them, and like you'd see them.
I remember like the
no.
first story about I ever heard of Cooper's brother was that he like had a party in the pit, got chased out by the cops, lost a wallet, and they knew he was there because they found his wallet and
That's
went
crazy.
like delivered it back to his house and da 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 da. But for people who are listening who don't know, the pits used to be like this big quarry, so to speak, right down the street from
Just
Donovan's
piles
house, and it
of
was owned
material.
by his
Yeah.
family, the Powells, and it was just piles of material, like
Yeah.
sand, and we would just go down there, and there was a little barn at the time.
Yeah.
Or it was pretty big size actually. You
Yeah.
had the horses by the time that I first went down there.
Yeah, but only a few. It wasn't like
Yeah,
crazy.
you had like 2 or 3
Yeah,
horses,
yeah,
and we'd go down there and we would party. That was the first time I ever drank beer.
Yeah.
Donnie. That was the first time I ever got drunk.
Dude,
was
I
in a
know.
pit.
My
First
first time was also
First
in the
time
pit.
I ever got drunk was at Donovan's house too.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not good. I know a lot. That's why Jared's mom wouldn't come over. Like when we were like sophomores, she
Yeah.
like, did not want him to come to my house. She was like, "You're not going." Like I know what happens there, and I'm like, "Oh shit."
The
I'm that
pit was
kid?"
awesome, man. It was
Yeah.
freedom. It
Oh,
was
it
just
was.
like I remember we were all like, "Can we go to
Or-
the pit?" As
or
long as it
like-
wasn't cold as shit, we'd go.
Yeah,
We could do
dude.
whatever.
My
You know,
first
like,
time.
respectfully, we could do
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? We could ride shit. We could drink. We could smoke. We could
Yeah.
have a fire.
Yeah.
We could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much.
And it was like
Whatever,
4-wheelers
like
and shit. We didn't even
15,
have licenses yet. We're riding a freaking
Yeah,
4-wheeler. Like
Yo,
it wasn't crazy.
I forgot about that. Remember you flipped the UTV
Yeah,
down there
I
with me
remember.
and the fucking
Yeah.
thing.
I
We
flipped
were-
that thing a couple times.
Yeah, I remember. Well, you hadn't yet because I remember we got in it and.
Oh no,
we
that
had
one,
to
yeah,
drive
because I
it.
flipped the Gator. I mean the Gator, but that one I do remember being. I've never like. I was like,
We drove it all the time. Like
Yeah, I've
like,
done that,
from
yeah.
freshman year, from the first time I was ever there till like that day. We driven it like every time I was there.
Yeah.
We always fucked around.
I think it
And
was fun as hell.
you were doing hard donuts and shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, get in. And I got in, strapped myself in. I was like, you ever crash this thing? I said, you ever flip this thing? He goes, nah, never. And the first turn he takes, he comes in like hard as
Hard,
hell
yeah,
on an
trying to
uphill,
drift,
turns,
yeah.
and we roll over. And he's like, you good? I was like, I'm fine. We flipped it over. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
Everything was okay. But
They had like the cage. That's lucky, but
yeah, dude,
yeah.
that place was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we got in the demolition car.
Yeah.
When like your
That's why, dude. Oh.
Was it your cousins or friends of
I
your
think
cousins?
I think that one was Ryan Dames or Craig's.
It was someone's, and
Yeah.
they had a car prepared for a demolition derby.
Yeah, the
And
Bowling Fair.
me, you, and Zane pulled up, and we saw it, and we were like, we're gonna fuck around with this thing, because the keys were in it.
Yeah,
And then we hopped in. We were driving. I remember first you were skirting it around. Then we got in it, and then like we put it back for a while.
Yeah.
We went to the fire, and then me and Zane ended up going back to it.
I do remember that now.
And
You guys ripping around.
me and
yeah.
Zane are ripping around, and I was doing like hard donuts, and then Zane gets in it. He finally gets in the wheel. No, he finally gets the wheel, and we're driving, and he's driving through we're going straight through thick grass, like fucking like the safari. Like we're driving through like dead ass, like fucking the jungle, and it was like just like tall grass, like up to like here.
I know like where you're talking
and you're just driving through like right over by the pond.
Yeah.
And then boom, he just like smashes into a rock, and like the whole tire blew out.
Oh
he's
my
like
gosh.
he's riding around on a flat tire, and he like does like a loop around to go back to park the car back, and he hits another huge rock, and there's like sparks flying everywhere. It was hilarious. Somebody else's car, we just destroyed it.
Yeah, at least it was a demo car though. That's what that's what it's eventually for. But it was so fun. We rode a freaking jet ski in like the pond.
In the pond?
And one time, so the back of the pit used to flood before like the fields were there. Like it was actually sick because if it would flood close to winter or like during winter, it would freeze back there. Like I remember Craig getting his truck going up to like 100 miles an hour on his speedometer. We were just going on the ice because it's so like long back there, and it's not the pond.
Terrifying.
But freaking one time that was flooded, and like they had a shitty jet ski, and they were literally just ripping it around in the back of the pit. Like it was so like, dude, that's why I mean it sucks that the pit's like fields now. It's freaking cool, but shit used to be so fun.
I remember Cooper when they had a Kia Sportage, and Coop was doing literally time trials. Essentially, it was like a Mario Kart track from like the back of the pit, and like the back for like the people who are listening, like it was like you drove down a hill. And there was a barn, and it was a little bit of paved shit, and there was, like, a horse stable and, like, a big area for them fenced in. And then you went around all that and down another hill, and you ended up, it was all flat for, like, as long as you could see until you got to, like, a pond on the right, and then there was big piles of material, like, varying, like, all the way in the back. And that's where we'd have the fires, like, all the way in the back. And there's this gigantic wall of sand that kind of, like, enclosed you in. So you could, like, climb to the top. Yeah. And you could, like, sit on, like, trees and shit up there and do whatever. And, like, I don't know, when you're drunk and you just like to climb
when
shit.
When you're drunk
like,
and you're 15. It's,
like, really too, it's, like, it's almost like, it's not injury-free, but it's all mostly sand. Yeah. You know what I mean? All rocks and shit. But you could climb up that thing, and, like, I've seen people stumble down and get right back up. And
there's, like, one spot on that I feel like you'd probably get hurt where it, like, hangs over. But no one goes up to that. Like, it's, like...
No, I mean, we went
like
up
the
there
spots
that one
where, like,
time,
material, like, kind of hangs off. And it looks like if you stepped on it, maybe it'd fall. Like, we kind of always hung out on, like, the... good spots.
We were,
I do remember that picture of us.
We were having a fire at your like in between all the big mounds of sand.
We used to call it the West Bank.
The West Bank.
Yeah.
And like fucking.
It's fucking sick, honestly. It's a dope name.
And Cooper took his Kia and was going around the pond, and like the part around the pond was narrow.
Yeah, it was.
Like, it could like barely fit the UTV around. I felt sketched going around that thing in the UTV or the 4-wheeler, and he was ripping his car, like SUV around that shit. I remember being like, what is this place? I remember being a sophomore, I just showed up for months being like, what is this place? Because I remember that, oh my God, we just talked about this too. Braden, the other day, brought this up. When the first time that I ever drank, we went down to the pit, and I was new to, like, Braden was like, you gotta meet Donovan. And you gotta, like, we gotta go to his house and hang out with Donovan. Like, it's gonna be a good time. Trust me. I was like, alright. So, we, like, literally, like...
High school Braden, just like, trust me. Yeah, that's literally what
And, like, I'm new, too. And, like, I don't know who you are, really.
I remember we, like, met... I feel like we maybe said what's up to each other.
Yeah, like, I knew you through, like, school and, like, the hallways. But, like, we didn't hang out after school kind of thing. And Braden, like, would come to my house every Friday and come on my boat and then sleep over at my house. And like, me and my dad and Braden would go out on the boat and like have a good time.
That was sick too, the sleeping out on the island.
Yeah, that was wild
with
too.
Braden.
And
with everyone,
there was a lot of people. And so, anyways, Braden was like, we gotta go over there. So we went over there and we were like playing Pong in the pit, and like you were showing me all that shit. I was like, what the fuck is a Lunenburg? I just got here. I was like, what is this place? I was this key memory of that night. Your sister comes down, she picks us up. We're going to like McDonald's, right?
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
used to
sitting.
always be clutch
I'm
with
like,
that.
we were playing like beer pong or what was the game where you throw it at the cup, it hits the cup, you got to retrieve the ball, and while they're
I don't
retrieving,
even-
you got to drink.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Remember
what
that
you're
game? It was like, so there's like 4 cups. There's 2 cups on each side.
Yeah.
And you throw the ball and you're trying to hit the cup with the ball. And then when the ball bounces off, the team has to go get it and the other person has to
I do
drink
remember
while
what
they're
you're
getting the
talking
ball
about, but I
kind of
can't
thing.
remember like what that game's called.
Me neither. But we were playing that game and I remember being kind of drunk. And
Yeah.
so we're with your sister. I'm sitting in the trunk of her car. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden I look out like the back little window and I see Braden driving on a 4-wheeler like 50 miles an hour, like going past us. We're
Yeah.
driving on the straight part and Braden's blazing next to us on a dirt bike. And he's like, with us the whole way, with us the whole way. And he just fucking dumps it and he just bails out like this. And he like slides kind of, like scrapes the gets up and he just like completely fine. And the dirt bike like keeps sliding.
Oh my God.
He just gets up, gets in the car and we go to McDonald's. I was like, what?
Oh, he's
is
trying
this
to catch up
place?
to you guys?
Yeah, you know,
Oh
he
my
was
gosh.
like, no, we had to bring the dirt bike back to the barn.
Yeah.
And so he was like, no, I'll bring it back. And like, we're all in the car and Braden's driving beside us, like a little ahead of us in the dirt bike. And
Was I with you guys or no?
yeah, you were in the car.
Okay,
And remember
I don't remember.
you used to have the decorative tractor down there? It was like old as fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
it worked or
No, I
not.
know what you're talking about.
And like, it was like, he like bailed down the thing, like slid all the way to that.
To that
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Oh
And then
my
he was like,
gosh.
all right, let's go. And like, gets in
Braden.
that car and like, just keeps going.
Dude,
I was like,
my
what
first
the
time getting
fuck?
drunk was in the pit, and I was like, honestly, I think I was like end of my 7th grade, or like maybe like 8th grade. I don't even know. I was down there with Phil and Craig, and like I was just hanging out. It's probably like beginning of 8th grade, and freaking Phil and Craig were like just like drinking beers and stuff. And I don't even know. They usually would never let me hang out with them, and I'm like hanging out with them, and then they're like, "Do you want a beer?" And I was like, "No." I'm like, "I've tried beer. It tastes gross." And then they're like, "All right, well, we have these," and it was like Natalie's, like freaking Proctor's. I feel like it's such a weird thing, but like at the time it was her Mike's Hard Lemonades. So I was like, "Oh, I'll try one of these."
Nice.
I like drank one, and then I drank another, and I drank like I think I drank all 6, and I threw up, and I walked up to my house, just like went in my room, and I like didn't even know what happened. I was like, "Dude."
Your house was like, I mean, your house is beautiful.
Yeah.
So then when you have people
Beautiful
over, it
state.
was just like, dude, this house is everyone's just in awe of your
Yeah.
house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an
It's definitely-
experience.
I think I remember it was your first time.
The basement was good because we could
when
kind
we-
of make a mess down there,
Yeah.
and like, but yeah.
I also remember being young and just being stupid and doing dumb shit at your house.
I remember when someone smoked in the sauna, and then my dad had like
I
just
didn't
built
do
that
that.
thing. My dad had just built that thing though, and
I
I told
remember-
it was such a dick thing to do. Like I was just like-
I vividly remember because when we were sophomores, I smoked right outside of your
Yeah.
house. Like literally, I took like one step
Yeah,
where,
that's
where we
right.
all take our piss.
yeah,
And I smoked and it like kind of reeked up your fucking entire basement.
yeah.
And I remember your sister came down and let me have it, bro.
But she like was always
and she's like
hated
screaming
us.
at me, and I'm like yelling at your sister
Yeah.
back, and it's not my house, and I'm like
No.
yelling at her. It's like,
Yeah.
And so then when that happened like our senior year, I
Yeah,
think,
I
right?
think it was like junior. year.
Because I remember when that happened, and then I was like
that was bad.
suspect number one. When,
Well, I was
and
just like, guys, who the fuck?
that
did
was.
this?
I remember
Like,
being like, not me. It was.
I
not
didn't even
me.
care. Like if it was like if that thing wasn't brand new, because I'm like, oh, my dad's gone, and the first thing
I
he's gonna
remember.
do when he comes home
That
is
was the
probably
first
want
thing.
to use that
It's
thing.
like the only rule that we
Yeah,
had was
I
like
was like-
don't smoke in the
I was like,
sauna,
no one's
and
like-
someone still did it.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
I remember it was
That
like
was
a graduation day, graduation party, like that night. Like,
Mine?
Yeah,
Oh God, you were there,
yeah.
dude. I don't
And
even
I think everybody was there.
Yeah, I know.
we-
I don't
The
even-
whole town was there.
We did. Everybody in our room, we decided we weren't going to bed until Braden got like a good night kiss.
What?
Yeah, I was a part of that. I was a part of that. We were going around to like every chick being like,
We
you
were,
gotta
like,
give
going around
Brayden a
their
good
house
night
being
kiss.
like,
Oh my God.
somebody please.
That's so.
Yeah, I gotta kiss Dan good night.
Can somebody give
Bro.
Dan a good night kiss?
I remember. I wasn't really highly in on it, but I was definitely a trailblazer. Dude,
That was fucked up.
you don't talk about everyone at that party. I graduate. I go to work. I'm working like 4 to 10 or 5 to 10, whatever. Our normal like delivery
Yeah,
shift that
Asian
you and
shift.
because
Yeah.
our shift was you, Cooper, me,
Yeah.
and then you two had it off for graduation. I still had to work because she was like, well, they fucking have it off.
Yeah.
So I show up. I was like, what's up,
Pretty sure
Kim?
she came after. Oh yeah, she was already there.
I
Okay.
I graduated today. Kim, like, what's up? She's like, oh, you going to Donovan's later? I was like,
Yeah.
after work. She's like, all right, we'll bounce out early. You drive me to Donovan's, and like, fuck. Literally, she was like, fuck the other drivers. Like, you'll bring me because I'll leave my car so I don't have to drive or nothing.
Yeah.
And you just bring me there.
Just gonna leave.
I take
These
3
are
deliveries
stupid
and I come
problems.
back and I'm like, yo, where's Kim at? And they're like, I don't know. I look on my story and it's like all my friends are drinking with my boss
Dude,
who
yeah.
just told me that she would go with me.
That's
and I
crazy.
fucking end up. Brian takes 3 deliveries at 10:30 at night, and I
Yeah.
don't end up getting to your party till like midnight that
That's
night.
wild.
It
Dude,
was
that
wild.
whole thing is like crazy. I can't even believe that happened.
By the time I was there, people were like punching themselves in the
Dude,
fucking.
Bro.
Morrow with the cone on his head running
He
around.
had like a cone on his
Do you
head.
remember that?
He had a cone on his head
No,
running
dude,
around. When I
That
Bro, I don't
showed up.
remember shit
Morrow
from that night
was like
at all.
so fucked up.
When I showed up, he was on the trampoline punching himself in the
in
face.
front of like
What?
parents and shit, just running around with a cone on his head, just like punching himself.
Dude, what? I like barely. I remember like.
Yeah, he was like on the trampoline,
Dude, I honestly-
punching
Yeah,
himself. in
dude,
the
that's when I
face.
showed up. I was like, dude, what are you doing? People were like, yo, Mauro needs help. I showed up, like, you good? You good? He's like, wailing on him. I'm like, yo, what? Stop punching
Yeah,
yourself.
Somebody needs to help that kid.
He was quick. He was quick to stop punching himself
That's
and
good.
get up and like
Yeah.
start drinking again. And,
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was the funniest
blacked
shit.
out.
He had a
He had a
moment. He had a
cone on
moment.
his head.
Yeah,
he had a
it's
cone
wild.
on his head. He was like running around like.
Dude, I
Running
do-
through your tennis court
I
with
do
the cone on his
remember-
head, like punching himself in the face in the field and shit.
Dude, I remember standing on like the tennis court
Is
thing,
this a joke?
and I remember like.
Are you joking right now?
You're still talking about Mauro.
Are you shitting me right now?
What were you gonna say?
No, I don't remember like anything of that
Oh,
night, but I
no.
remember like being on the tennis court and like look. I mean, I have like memories from that night, but I like remember being on the tennis court and like seeing like literally like a crowd of like people like that were all like from high school and like
So
and
many
I was
fucking
like
people.
I don't even know like if I've talked to like some of these people like I probably have, but
Yeah.
like
There's
So
like
wild.
1,000. We gotta
people
go to
there.
break.
yeah,
right
there
quick.
was.
There was like literally 1,000 people there.
The whole town was.
I'm in
there.
disbelief right now thinking about that how that happened. I forgot about that.
We
But
gotta
yeah.
go to break. We'll be right back on. We'll pick it up where we left off. Donnie's graduation party. Sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. And be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram. And we're back.
We're back.
I just remember that like whole time period after graduating, or like the year prior, like the group, you know, like the people that you're friends with graduating.
Yeah.
That whole stint of parties is like the best thing for a 17, 18
Oh, yeah,
year
it was
old. It's
unbelievable.
the most fun.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You're just getting shit cocked with parents
Yeah.
for the first time ever.
And they're so, but that's, dude, I heard, actually, I listened to like the Greg Hill show in the morning, and I heard him say this one time. He's like, dude, if you don't let your kid get drunk before they go to college, he's like, they're going to go to college and you get fucking blackout drunk
Yeah.
their first time and probably get in a terrible situation. He's
Yeah,
like,
they're
if
gonna
they're going
end
to
up in a
drink, like,
fucking
you
tank.
should have your first, like, time with them, like, and shit. So that's why, dude, that is such a, graduation parties now, you say that? Oh,
Dude, yeah. It
those
doesn't
are
even,
a
like,
blast.
especially where we live, because it's like such a
ridiculous.
small town. Like
Yeah, everyone
shows
knows
up
each
to,
other.
like,
It's like the
every
same
single-
group going
it's
to the same
group
party
apart, and then, like
over and
a
over.
little bit like extended
Yeah,
or a little bit
changed.
less, or like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's like a good time.
Either way.
And then like, but you also get the bum ones when you show up and like you're
Oh,
around,
it's-
you can't
yeah.
drink, you can't do anything.
Yeah, those were weird, but
Those
they're
ones
like,
are weird.
you gotta wait till it gets dark out. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Oh
But
my
no,
gosh.
yeah, the
Fucking-
part where you show up to a fucking graduation party and everyone's in a body
Yeah.
bag and
all the
kegs
parents.
and
That's
you
the best because the
you see
parents
someone's
are
mom
proud.
doing a keg
Yeah,
stand.
that's
You're
what
like, what the fuck is going on?
The cops showed up and they started partying.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but I was like, no, we should. I don't think they should. Oh.
No, we won't talk about that.
Yeah,
but there have
we don't
been
have to get
multiple
too into
occasions
it.
where the cops have pulled up on us and have just walked in and continued what we
Yeah.
were doing.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think they started partying. I think they were just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, graduation parties. What a
shit,
time
Alex,
to
you
be
guys
alive.
fucking incarcerated here.
Yeah, bro.
No, I'm kidding.
Dude, I was thinking about that from the
Dude, they just
PTP 69. We
what-
named dropped so many people.
Oh yeah, we definitely talked about
I'm gonna have to go through and like
I have like
bleep
4
out
Coors
everything.
Lights, bro. I
like
was
just
trying to-
drinking, talking about people's teachers'
yeah,
names
yeah,
and poopy farts and
Oh.
whatnot.
Oh yeah,
The
shit.
whole lot.
the whole
teachers'
9
names.
yards.
We definitely.
Dude,
talked
oh my
about it a
God,
lot.
bro.
Dude, yeah, no. All right, 'cause I'm gonna start talking about it now. Then you have to go to this.
I'm gonna go through the because we recorded PTP 69 prior to this, so I'll go through and I'll
Dude, we went
highlight
crazy,
some
bro.
shit.
Yeah, I think
But
we
no, that's
did.
why I said like Cooper had been on an episode prior, and the reason we didn't drop it is because like we all got kind of fucking hammered and started talking shit about like all of our basketball coaches from high school. We were like, fuck that fucking dude. We were like, like every time somebody got brought up, one person was like, nah, he's cool, and then somebody else would chime in like, no, fuck that guy, and like it was a revolving door of like we talked about our entire school system.
Dude, I can't even that was a long podcast. I was like, oh, can I delete that video from my phone? Like, it's all good. I was just making sure I saved
No,
it.
you're
It's
good.
like
I
a
got it
2-hour
on
long
mine.
podcast.
It's like,
I think it was
like
hour 30.
140,
Oh, yeah,
130 something.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It was fun.
What the
That was
fuck did
wicked
we
fun.
talk about?
Everything.
Yeah, we talked a little bit of everything. We were gonna start the podcast talking about Matt Thirsty.
I think
and then
we did.
Yo,
No, I think it was like
yo.
subject number 3. Like, I think we got to it.
I don't think we ever talked.
I swear.
About it. I don't know why.
Maybe we didn't. Maybe we
I
didn't.
don't
Maybe
think we
didn't.
ever talked about
No,
it.
I don't think we did actually. Now you say
We were gonna start a subject.
We could talk
talking
about it
somebody
right
from
now.
high
We
school.
could talk about it right
No,
now.
No, we're good.
I forget we
I
had
love
shit
Matt
to say
Thurston,
about him.
Yeah.
Well, on that podcast, you were talking about how you want to talk to Al about like the differences and similarities between like, Christianity and.
No, I'm down to
and
talk about that if you want. Well, I'm actually like, curious. What made you like want to like?
Just like
Were
it
you
was-
searching other religions, or were you
It was
just
in like Russia, and I was like learning more about like Russia and like Khabib and stuff.
You were in Russia?
No,
No,
I was
okay,
learning
okay.
about.
He's from Russia.
No, I know that, but I thought you said when I was in
Yeah.
Russia.
It's
Sorry,
like
so sorry.
popular in Russia, so I was like learning about Russia, and then I started learning about it through
Yeah.
that.
What is it like? What was like kind of like? I don't know. Like going into it, were you like looking for something? Like, were you looking for like
I don't know.
like peace? Were you looking for like forgiveness? Like, were you looking? Were you like searching for
I
something
think
for
I
a
was
reason?
just out of control.
Yeah, well,
with
that's
my,
kind of me.
Not even with my actions, but just
Yeah.
with my thoughts.
Yeah, same here. I
ideas
totally dude.
about
yeah.
everything. So I needed some kind of guidance.
Yeah, and that's what I was searching for. It's a peace of mind, honestly. It's
for sure.
But that's like kind of what I was like. I mean, I just like I still like love to like smoke. Like I'm trying to smoke at night. Like I know like a lot of Christians like they don't like love that stuff and all this stuff. But I have my view on it. Like I'm not gonna argue over like how people view it. There's like 4 different types of Christianity. There's like freaking there's just so many branches to everything. Not 4 different types of Christianity, but everyone has their own little denomination. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, am I picking and choosing which one I think's right, or I'm just gonna go by the book? That's how I feel. But I was also like, kind of just had a lot of bad habits and a lot of bad thoughts, and like not like any like bad thoughts, but I just didn't love myself.
Murderous
No,
thoughts.
no. But I mean,
Murder and
dude, but like
suicide.
no.
That's what you
But,
said
like,
on the other podcast
Oh,
too.
God.
That's what I was joking.
he was saying that.
Murder, suicide,
Yeah, he kept saying that.
homicide.
You ain't even seen
No, but,
murder
like,
and suicide, man.
But I was like freaking out at school too because I felt like I needed to do something before I
What do you know
like
about
got
them
home.
2 things? But
No.
Because you like found God, so to speak,
Oh, bro, it
in
was-
Florida.
Yeah, but it's yeah, it's wild. And honestly, the church I went to,
That's hard.
I went to 3 different churches down there, and the first one,
I'm
like,
sorry, I don't mean to laugh at
No,
that.
you
Just
don't.
like that's an uncommon. No
Well,
one
it's
said.
actually
No one
like-
said that before.
they have like a bunch of dude.
the
They're like the
Floridian
largest
God
like
is just
Either
Kodak
no one
Black.
said that, or a lot of people have
Yeah.
said that.
Well, they have a lot of freaking churches down there, but like the first church I went to, like focused on like demons, like full on. Like they're like you
There's
got
demons.
no, they're like you got like an ache in your back, like right here. They're like that's
That's a fucking
like,
demon.
They're like that's Leviticus. So like you got this over here, like,
Who's
they're like
that?
that's that. Like
Who's
and I,
Leviticus?
Who's that?
these demons,
It's
but
a
like
demon.
that's what they were saying. But that's what I'm saying. I
He's gonna turn you
dude,
gay.
dude, but I freaking didn't like. I just didn't. I was like, this is really weird. You guys freaking no, but I was like watching that, and I'm kind of like, dude, I'm looking for like, I want to learn more about Jesus and stuff. And I'm like, they don't
You're
seem to be
telling me
talking
about
about
the
it.
devil.
Yeah, literally. And I'm like, this kind of seems like we're giving him a lot of power here. But freaking, then I went to another church that was like a mega church. Like it was like, yeah, like one of those big ones. And like
Like
they,
gospel type shit.
like crazy, just
Like,
like tons of people. They had sick music and
It's a
stuff. But like I
fucking
also
God.
didn't learn anything. No, indoor.
Indoor.
By a big building.
I also didn't.
No,
learn
I
anything.
didn't. And then that's when I was like, I found this other really small, like almost like I literally joined like a
Joel
family
Osteen
freaking
type?
church. Yeah, like I was like so close with them. I freaking like played pickup basketball with the kids my age. Like I was like in, like I just 3 months of my life I was like living like probably a little more like the best I've ever lived. No, they're like literally just like a small church. Like they like don't make them. I don't know. It's not like a big church. They just like all I did there was like Bible study stuff. So I was honestly just learning about the Bible. But I was just gonna wrap it back to that. I freaking just like did not love myself, and I was so like nervous about life and feeling like I had to like do all these things, and I was like panicking, and I'm like just like I don't know, I was just like freaking out, and I was like I'd wake up, smoke, like I know like that's bad, but I was just like I was like suppressing my emotions and like everything that was going on in my head with like weed and like with drinking, and just like I didn't have like any good habits, and like something in my head kept being like, if you want to like be someone in this life or like do something, you need to like change, you need to make a change. And it just like kept saying that, and then like my mom like taught me about Jesus growing up, but I didn't go, we never went to church. That's why I have a different view on like a lot of these people. But then when I was down there, like I wanted to like get closer to Jesus, and I was like, I didn't understand what people meant when they're like, oh, do you know Jesus? Or like, you don't know Jesus? And I'm like, I was just like, what do you mean know Jesus?
face.
I'm like, how do you even know Jesus?
Yeah,
and
you
stuff?
get in your face
Bro, but
about
no, well, that's
whether or
like-
not you
you
met
know
Jesus.
Jesus.
That's actually
brother.
how I like literally got more into it too. This one girl was like,
Piece
oh,
of
you
shit.
might. She's like, you might like.
You fucker. You
dude.
don't know Jesus.
No, but that's some of them like kind of like are a little like
Like
that.
Jesus, you piece of shit.
But
Jesus Christ, you don't know him, fucker?
there is some southern parts that have those deep accents. But no, freaking one thing I just did was like I just started like I honestly I stopped smoking, and then like I just like stopped a bunch of stuff, and I honestly was just like got on my knees and was like praying. Like I was just like, dude, I just want to be like happier. Like I want to like feel better. Like I don't want to feel like so like nervous about like life and all this like stuff going on. Like I don't even know. And then like honestly, stuff just started happening. This girl told me about this church event. Like it just like ran like she was in my class and she just started talking about it. I went there alone. Crazy like experience. That was actually when like God, like I felt God, like because like I was like sitting there watching these people do like worship music, like they're all up at the stage like hands up, and I'm just sitting in the back kind of like holding my Bible, just like not even knowing. Like I was literally like, dude, I'm trying to take a step towards you, like I'm trying to show you I'm making an effort. And then like all of a sudden I swear something in my head was like, get up and like worship me, which sounds like super weird, but like I was just like, I don't even know, just kept saying it in my head. And I was like watching these people because I was like, and I was nervous. I was like, I'm gonna look like an idiot up there. And then he was like, in my head something literally was like, you're the only one judging anyone in here.
I like the idea of
No.
worship me.
No, I know, but that's not what this is like the weirdest part, is it's almost like it's not like he wants you to worship him like that. Like I think he wanted me to get to the point of like acknowledging him, like, dude, like full on, like don't be embarrassed of it. Like put your hands up and worship me. I don't need you to do that all the time. Like go up there and do it. And I did it, and I swear like that second like felt like something just got like poured over my whole body. Like I just like felt like everything just left like everywhere. And it's still like that, but some days are hard. Like some days are different. Like it's a freaking walk. Like it's not about being perfect. It's like not about honestly understanding it. It's like very different. But the freaking red letters, like reading the book, that's how you like I got to know Jesus. And I kind of just, it's like teachings. It's just almost like a peace of mind, almost like it's just like being very optimistic about the future at all times, and kind of like having faith like in through affliction especially, and like, but it's just helped me. But that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's like
Have
gonna say,
you
I
ever
don't know
been
if you
to
remember.
a black church?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And they started shaking.
Dude,
Holy Ghost.
my
And the other thing I was going to say is he played basketball with a kid named Leviticus.
no, I didn't.
But no.
Oh, he did.
No, it was
No.
a joke.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking
I used to
about?
play basketball with a dude named Leviticus. I used to
Dude,
smoke
but
with
my
I
Yeah,
smoke
the
with
black
Leviticus.
churches, they just start shaking.
Well, my
Shit, the
aunt-
Holy Ghost.
So my uncle,
DJ.
two of my
Goes
uncles
to
are
that.
married to black women, and one of them, her dad has been a pastor at this church for like years. I forget the name of it, but we would go like once a year growing up. We don't really go anymore, but yeah, it is very, they're live. Like they no, they are. They like, it's not like a bad thing. It's
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
and the first church I went to, in Florida with like the demons was more like black / like
Demons.
Middle Eastern, like,
Darkness.
and yeah, I was like the only like really white kid there, honestly. But
Demons,
I don't think about that
darkness,
shit.
suicide.
It was kind of crazy, but that,
Murders,
dude,
demons,
it was like you know,
darkness, suicide,
Darkness,
I
suicide,
like believe in that
murder.
stuff, but I have such different
murder and
dude,
homicide, demonist
What are you saying?
homicides. We're talking about murderous.
We're
Wait,
talking about
demons.
demonist
Wait.
visions from the devil, making you do homicide and
from the
suicide
devil
and murder.
himself.
Is this
doing
like a reference?
homicides? It's a,
Oh my
homicide.
gosh.
It's a reference to homicide.
It's a reference to your church with the demons
Yeah, that was
making you
cr-
do
they were
murder.
intense.
murder, murder,
But
suicide.
freaking, dude, with you said you were like looking
My
like,
neighbor used to do murder down
Yeah.
over by the little possum pit over there.
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
a little bit of murder, suicide.
stuck in the middle.
No,
No, I'm kidding. Well, I wanted to
Stuck in the
wait,
stuck
but,
in between a little murder,
but
suicide.
Al, freaking, when you said you were like looking because you're like, oh my gosh.
You really can't you can't stop this kid. He's like,
Oh yeah,
he's
just
like,
you go. Wait, is
I
this
don't know
yes?
what. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
you just can't stop. Like you get them going, they'll say the same thing. It's like the baby chair.
Yeah, baby chair, man.
You get him to say one thing that's hilarious, he
Baby
won't
chair.
stop. He'll keep going.
Baby chair does sound fun.
Just the off button.
No, but you said you were looking for like freaking like you didn't like your thoughts almost or stuff
Well,
like that. But
it was just getting out of control.
yeah. Did
So,
that
like,
help? Like has it
Yes,
helped?
for sure.
Awesome.
A
That's
lot of
cool.
guidance and just
Yeah.
much better projection. Like,
Do you think
overall
that's
in life.
overall
a lot
the-
more like discipline and stuff?
Was that more of a spiritual thing, or did that come from reading the Quran?
I don't know. I think it
Or was
more
it
of
both?
just like a spiritual thing, and I think like when I was like reading the Quran, like I was just like reading things that I like had already like developed naturally in my brain.
Yeah.
And it was just like in the book.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's what I.
No, that's
what
what-
I thought.
Well, was it almost like praying and like then you're reading what you were praying about?
Yeah,
that's literally
yes,
the
yes,
Bible.
literally,
Yeah,
bro.
that's why
Yeah.
I believe. Like, dude, I don't know. I'm not here to be the one to understand it or like any of that stuff. And I believe people can have like the same effect in other religions. Like, I don't look at like Muslim and stuff like it's like terror. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna like sit here and do anything. But like, that's what ultimately like religion is for a lot of people. Like something to like help.
Well,
and,
like a little bit of the differences would be like you believe that Muhammad's the prophet,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah,
And
but the Muslims believe in Jesus.
Yeah, but he was another prophet.
yeah, but that's
Yes.
why
They
I
believe that
dude,
there's like reoccurring prophets.
There's
right?
multiple religions that literally talk about Jesus in their religions, and like in the Bible, they don't talk about any of the other like religions, gods. They mention like don't believe in other gods and stuff, but like, I almost just I saw a video of some dude talking about that, and he's like, that's honestly one of the main reasons I believe in Jesus is because he's like every other book is talking about him, and then there's this one whole book about him, like, and then it's like I don't know.
One of like the main differences between like Muslims and Christians is just like the Jesus thing. Like they believe in Jesus, but one of like the main like sins in Islam is like putting someone equal or above like God.
Yeah.
So that's like what Jesus is.
Yeah.
So that's like one of like the only like main differences.
God doesn't want you, in the Bible, he doesn't want you to have anything else higher than him either. But then in the Bible, there's like the Holy Trinity, which is like God, for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, which is God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. So like they're all like on like you're praying to Jesus because he's the mediator, like he's the one that. Dude, there's actually a
Kinda
sick
like
video.
a
That,
guidance counselor.
No, really, kind of
like
though.
a murder
Bro.
suicide kind of guidance counselor, motherfucker.
No, but there's like, but that's also
I'm
a
sorry.
thing. No, but that's
Please
also
speak
a
on.
thing in Christianity though. So he doesn't
Yeah.
want you to put any
Trying
other
to guide your
anyone.
misdreaved thoughts away from murder and suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I never once I got to like the conscious age of like choosing for myself what I think and believe, I just don't like the idea of like anybody being like some ruler over me or my decisions or like you know judging me or the people that I like or things that I do or
like the
anything. I
flying
just
spaghetti
never, like,
monster.
No, I mean I always like agreed that it causes like for cases it can cause like organization in life and of thought and of everything else, but I just don't know, I've never really needed it. I just never not that I don't believe. It's like there's agnostic is the word for it. It's like you don't know and you don't think anybody will know.
don't know,
Everybody
you
will
never
know.
know.
You never know.
Yeah.
My grandma hates that shit. I remember she told me, she was like, yeah, your grandpa's an agnostic. How can you not believe in anything? And it was just like, I don't know. To me, it was like, I feel like that's the most logical. I feel like that's like the starter, right?
Yeah.
That's like at least got to be like the base point. Like minus your immediate knowledge that's transferred from your parents and your surrounding and your environment. You know what I mean? Like without that, you just start off with nothing, and you get to like choose for yourself and like you know what I mean. Vote like I don't. I never needed it. I just was always like, I need to fix the shit that I'm doing, and I'll fix the shit that I'm doing.
Yeah,
People,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes that's where, like, I mean, I honestly think God, that's like one of the points is like He wants you to, He's going to let you live your life until you get to the point, like, if you ever do. Not saying you will, but I'm saying if you get to the point where you're so like down, like you're just at the lowest you've ever been, and that's where He's like, all right, you're gonna finally like almost like acknowledge help from like a higher power, and then it's like the humbling yourself thing, and like that I feel like that's when like He'll like I don't know, I totally like understand.
I
what
also
you're
don't
saying.
mean to sound like prestigious or like a dick when I say like I don't.
I think
need
we all sound
Yeah.
very prestigious.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But I just mean like I don't mean to say like when I say I don't need it. I don't mean to say
No,
like,
yeah, I don't
like,
think
I'm
you
so
are.
great that I
No.
don't need some help from a higher
No,
power.
I don't
It was just
think
a
you
matter
are.
of, like,
And,
I
dude-
don't know. I thought that like the reality of like my life and shit was just like it was not realistic for somebody to be picking and choosing what's going on and how that thing happens. And you know what I mean? It was just like maybe the idea of like a prophet is like a real thing, and like people come down and like they're like special. They have like not power, so to speak, but
I think it's just like the pontifics, bro. The things that come like naturally, like to your brain. I think it could be.
What is the pontifics?
Yeah, you don't know what the pontifics are?
It's an Al-created word.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro. Just like the things that like naturally like came to your brain.
Oh, that's actually I could easily go off this. Well, this is one of the reasons I believe.
And then like you read it in the Bible, but like it was naturally.
Yeah, but that's what
that's what pontifics are.
It says in the Bible how the law is like written on your heart. Like everyone has like that. Like, well, not everyone, but I feel like most people or a lot of people have like you know right and wrong growing up. Like you'll know like if you mess up or something, or like say if you were like, I don't know, if you can just like know when you were wrong. It's like, I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like just if you did something and like no one even had to tell you, but you just like felt bad about it. You know what I mean? It's like I almost like look at that because like I didn't understand all these things. I felt like bad. Like, dude, sometimes even after I get drunk like, in the morning, like I just feel, even before I was a believer, I just not even like shit like a hangover. Like I just felt like really like not good, like spiritually. Like I was like, oh, I feel like very wrong.
No, you'd be like really down on yourself, bro. Like I remember we would have to like.
But this is also
we'd have to like convince you to have people. You'd be like, bro, I want to have people over, but like, oh, I don't want to. And I'd be like, bro, what did you just say to me right now?
Yeah,
like, what are we
dude,
talking
but
about?
freaking it's also like I feel bad because like my dad's told me this too. My dad's like pretty much like an agnostic, but he also like believes in God. Like he prays and he like prays to a higher power, but he just says he like doesn't know exactly, like he's just acknowledging like God. Like he's just like, I don't know which God, who you are, but God. Like he's just like looking up saying that. But
that's funny. I can like I almost imagine your dad being like, I don't know what's going on up there, but I mean I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah, that's what he's doing though, pretty much. But
awesome.
But he freaking he's just told me my whole life, he's like, everything's a business. And he's like, what's the number one most selling book in the world? He's like, it's the Bible. And he's like, and I don't believe that. Like, I believe a lot of Christians, when we're also 2,000 years after Jesus came to the earth. Like, it's like people are very legalistic now. And I just don't think it's not about work. It's not about what you do. But freaking, I think, honestly, Jesus and all that stuff is more of a personal thing. I don't think it's supposed to be like, I think a lot of people go to church on Sundays just like that's how they feel better about being a Christian. They're like, oh, I did this, so I'm doing it right. But really, it's like, that's not what it's about. Like, it's about a good community, but we're so like, look at the world we're living in. Like, everything used to be more tight-knit communities, like, and people kind of like more like family-owned stuff, like people going off each other. Like, I'm talking like 150 years ago, 200 years ago, or whatever, like before all these big businesses and like everyone's crowded, you know what I mean? It was a lot more like, so I just think like back then that was the church. Like your community is your church. Like it's like not 4 walls, it's freaking all the people where you live. And like now, like I don't know, it's like weird, but that's why I just more look at it as like a personal thing. And I feel bad, that was my point, because I feel like a lot of people, like, not like I feel bad, but it's just done a lot for me. And I'm not saying like you don't need it or anyone, but a lot of people, like, it's not like this big commitment. Like it's almost like, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
but like I don't like
that though. I don't like the pity.
Yeah.
Like people feeling bad.
No, I don't mean that like that. I'm saying like I feel bad for other people that are turned off by it, that are looking for it. Not you. I'm saying like other people that are like I don't know, like that, because like Ashley like, kind of like she wants like to learn more about like spiritually, like she kind of like just like wants, she like prays and stuff. She's talking to me about it, but she's like, I just don't understand because there's stuff she doesn't agree with and all this stuff. She's like, and it's mainly to do with the church with her. She's just like, I just don't, these people are so judgy. And that's where I'm saying for those people that are like kind of like looking, but they're so turned off by Christianity.
Literally every religion is very judgy.
Yeah, and they think, but that's why I feel bad. It's more of a personal thing.
Muslims are judgy, Jews are judgy. Yeah. Like every religion is very judgy.
And no one, dude.
If think about it that way though, if you're like super invested in belief, like in a belief, like in anything, and somebody talks poorly or says that they don't agree with it, then of course you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And be like,
but I don't really get like that, because I just also don't. I don't think I have all the answers. I'm just like, does, bro. That's why I hate when people like act so confidently about stuff. Like I believe in Jesus, and I'll go with that to the grave. But like, that's what I mean. Like arguing about like the super in-depth details. I'm like,
an argument. There's a literal war going on over it.
I know. It's crazy.
And the fucked up part is too that like, I didn't think about this, but like I know that technically like the Vatican now is like the heartland of like Catholicism and like, you know, all that, but like they all the three major religions all share one Mecca. It's Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all three of them, even Christianity. That's why I was also thinking, like, why isn't like the Catholics and the Christians like got a hand in this as well?
I don't know.
Or are they just gonna back the Jews?
Mecca is Mecca, like in Saudi Arabia. That's like their Mecca, not Jerusalem.
Yeah, Mecca's in Saudi Arabia, not Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Then it was never mind. I might have been confused. At least Judaism and Christianity.
Yeah.
Jerusalem is the Holy Land.
Yeah.
And Mecca's in Saudi Arabia. I did not know that. That's crazy shit too.
It's
Like
all
the
crazy
March
stuff.
to Mecca. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
intense. It's just like it's too much like intensity
literally,
for
that's
my
why-
liking as well.
and-
Like not even just like
Yeah.
your shit, his shit, Judaism. Like it's all just like y'all got like months at a time where you can't do shit or like you give
Not me,
shit
no.
up. Yeah,
No,
you do.
no.
Lent.
No, that's a Catholic thing.
In Christianity, you don't do.
It's
Ash
not about
Wednesday?
works, bro. It's like you want to
Yeah,
be a
they're
better
all
person.
different.
It's repent. You want to be repentant, but it's like God's not. It's the whole point of Christianity. It's like, bro, like we're good. If you got your faith in JC, you're good, and it's only because
JC.
I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, like it's
Johnny
like,
Coffin,
Yeah,
It's like
that's how people are approaching you. What, you don't know JC? Fuck,
No,
what are you, friends
like,
of the devil? You friends
no.
of Leviticus?
Dude.
You ain't boys with JC?
But it's like that's
Johnny
the
Coffin
point. The
runs
Bible
the world.
literally says like
It's the
it's
second coming.
bro. God's pretty much saying in like the Bible how like, hey, we have these like natural ways of like living and these natural desires and these natural things that feed our flesh that obviously aren't good for us and like just stuff we do that like and like even just act like choices we make. But his whole thing in like the Bible is pretty much is like, hey, it's not your like it's your like. Once you get aware enough, it's becoming more and more your fault. But for a certain extent of time, and even the whole time, it's really not your fault because we were born into this world with a sinful nature because of like what the Bible says. I mean, that's what I believe. But I don't believe it could be so different. But it could no. That's what I'm saying. I was just gonna say no. But I was just. I already know what you're gonna say. I honestly don't believe it could have been that way. I'm saying I don't look at it like this
You're
happened.
born as a demon baby.
No.
Thoughts of
No.
murder and suicide in your baby brain.
Homicidal babies.
No, it's
You
like
ever met a suicidal, homicidal baby?
They're
before?
all born with homicidal thoughts.
They have suicidal
That's the thing I don't like.
tendencies.
It's just like born with like original sin.
well, no, but that's how it goes back to what I'm saying. It's not even original sin, but when you do something wrong and you like what we were talking about, the
Don't
things.
the Islam believes in original sin as well.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
no.
But no, you just said all the things that you were like, you're like stuff you know is wrong, and then like you're kind of reading the Quran and it's telling you like, oh yeah, this is like kind of stuff you were going through,
Yeah.
and you're saying it just so you didn't even need to be told.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the sinful nature. I mean like there's stuff that we know is like wrong, even a lot of times we choose to do it, like me, myself, everyone included. Like it's like that's the whole point of the Bible is like we're all equal, and it's like, hey, like you're here to live this life. I want you to try the best you can. It's not about being perfect. And he's like, and in the end, like just have faith in Jesus. And honestly, it's like when you do, it's like for me at least, when I'm like reading the Bible and having faith in Jesus, it's just like a lot more smarter decisions of like my character, like how I'm supposed to be like acting, like the fruit I'm bearing. So like it helps me honestly, just like it's like it paves a straighter path. Like you don't say as much stupid shit. I mean sometimes I do, but I'm saying like there's just a lot of things that helps and it causes a lot of less problems. And I feel like that's the thing. Is you just like try till the end, but just like if you just keep looking up at him, like I promise you, like I'm not gonna be mad at you for a single thing you've done in your life. Like I won't. But like. And that's why I'm like, and I also don't believe hell is like what people say. I literally believe hell is just life without God. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
I also don't know about
I don't
all
think
that
it's all
afterlife shit.
I don't know. That's just what I feel. I mean, there's no way this is it because I'm like, dude, I think this is like,
I think we just
Everything
become a
in
part
life is
of,
just lessons.
the energy.
yeah,
again,
maybe.
somehow,
That's why I'm like,
some way.
I just know something's after.
A fabric, become a fabric
Maybe
of the
not in
universe.
like this life form, but I don't know.
I think that, well, I don't believe in this, but this is like one theory that I had in my brain was that just like it's like your pontifics, so to speak, are just like past lives.
Could
Yeah.
be.
And it's like
That was one of my pontifics.
It's your
Well, I was thinking
That
about
was the
deja vu.
pontific
or
of the
it's from,
pontific.
Deja vu is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what I'm
And
saying.
that's
You can't
what it's
describe that
connected with.
feeling. You can't describe that feeling.
One of my pontifics was like deja vu is like your ancestors like connecting.
It's something.
With you.
It's
I
a feeling
thought, yeah.
you can't describe. Bro. It's like
my thought is
Weird as
or
shit,
theory
it is.
rather is similar to that, where it's like your deja vu could be like a past life envisionment of something that just happened, like very similarly to something that just happened, and like they talk about it on
Joe Rogan.
No. Duncan Trussell on his podcast,
It's
he
very
talks about it
similar.
with fucking Theo. And he's like, you just met one of those motherfuckers, like first lifer. Like he just came out. He had not no clue what he's talking about. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like
I do
the
understand,
idea of
that's
that
funny.
is just like,
Yeah.
this could be
No.
my first time around. I
Yeah.
got no fucking clue what I'm doing. It's just like you
Yeah.
meet people who are just fucking like, they fuck up the first time around.
Dinguses.
Yeah, I think we all fuck up.
But I agree somewhat partially with like the thought, or I don't know. I don't even want to like insinuate that I have an idea of what goes on afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
They're all just
Oh, well, that's
theories
why
in my
dude,
brain
I'm like,
of,
I'm just,
what I may think. But
I'm
I
thinking
like
of
that
now.
idea too. It's just like we become like,
maybe
as your
yeah.
energy, you say, just like I think like just like a part of the fabric of the universe. You just like you're off into it.
That'd be crazy.
Well, who knows, man? I also like I don't like the idea of being buried in the casket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
Because then you don't like really become like theoretically you wouldn't become one with the earth. You do get eaten still by like all the worms and shit.
Oh, you're saying
like
just
that, and
buried
your
without a
body
casket?
decays. But no, dude, I want to like Hunter S. Thompson when he died.
He got shot out of.
He got shot out of a cannon, man.
Fucking
What?
His ashes were shot
Johnny
out of a
Depp
cannon.
shot him out of a cannon.
Yeah.
What?
Johnny Depp.
There were
was-
video of this?
Yeah,
What,
it's on the
probably.
internet. That's right.
What the hell?
Not his body.
Oh,
They
Oh, that would've been
they
so
put
funny.
his
There we go.
cremated remains
Okay.
into a cannon that was
Okay.
like with his logo. Like, he's the dude from
I was
Friends.
just
Just fucking
picturing
with you, it's
a
a
bunch
dumb-
of
it's a
people
mannequin.
gathering around this cannon and just a dead body getting shot.
That would
up.
be like kind of part of his humor if he put like a mannequin in there that had the ashes inside of it.
Oh my gosh.
But no,
it's
it was
wild.
like he was the dude who wrote Fear and Loathing, and
Okay.
invented gonzo journalism.
He invented
Um,
guns.
And he has like his logo is a fist like this, but it has two thumbs.
Oh.
And it was like the cannon was that, and he spent months like prior to his death making the cannon with like giving the blueprints and the idea to somebody else
What?
to make it so like when he dies he could have it
How old
spread
is he?
out over like his canyon.
Probably like 50.
He was
Damn.
he died in 2004 or something like that, and he was definitely born in like the
52.
40s or 50s, so
Okay,
he's
it's
probably
probably
like 50 or
52.
60. I'd probably say he's like 57, 58, maybe even closer to 60. Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah, I mean, did you take sports lit?
I did not.
He died. Oh, dude, he was definitely older than you think.
Oh wow,
He
yeah.
was 68.
Jesus.
Oh damn. Good life.
Yeah, or 67. I guess he hadn't turned 68 yet. He like at the end, he kind of went nuts. He was on drugs his entire fucking life from like the age like that we are, probably a little bit before until the day he died.
That's awesome.
And like so, his brain was probably not working. His brain don't work too good by the
That's
end.
right,
I'm
yeah.
sure. Yeah. He like kind of went crazy and killed.
Yeah,
He like killed himself. Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on. We got to go to break right quick. We'll talk more about Hunter S. Thompson blowing his brains out.
I'm gonna be.
I don't know. I
I
forget.
was like, damn,
I forget if he shot himself in the head or what happened. But he went kind of nuts at the end.
I'm gonna be honest.
Like Tony Galletti, he'll
He's
go
a
nuts
comedy.
painting your house. It'll be perfect. Hit up him. Steady Galletti. All the numbers in there. We're going to take a quick break for a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor today is Steady Galletti Precision Painting. Steady Galletti is a small family-owned painting company that can handle all your painting needs for both interior and exterior projects. No job too big or small, unless you're like a hospital or something. I don't know. They could try it, but it might be too big. Find them on Facebook under Steady Galletti Precision Painting. Quality painting by a quality guy. Call 978-790-2260 to book your free quote today. And we're back. Yeah, Hunter S. Thompson. I can look up more in depth how he died. How did Hunter S. Thompson die?
shot
I know
himself.
he killed himself. I don't know if he shot himself. He shot himself in the head.
Damn.
Yeah.
Swag.
He I remember he was like freaking out and like something and like I don't know, something about like he had a wife and a son, but I don't think they were there.
No, I think his son was there.
I don't think he Chris Benoit them.
I don't even get that reference either.
Chris Benoit
Yeah.
killed his whole
Murder,
family.
suicide.
Murder, homicide. He was the
Homicide.
wrestler that went crazy and like killed his whole family and killed himself.
I don't know.
No
You don't know
idea.
Chris Benoit, man?
Is there a movie about it?
No idea.
There's definitely documentaries, some Who type shit.
Actually, I don't even like watching movies like
No,
that.
his
anymore.
son and daughter-in-law and grandson were visiting for the weekend.
Yeah.
They were there. You're right.
Damn, what the F?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It was awesome.
Dude.
He was a
Da-da-da.
suicide.
That's so
His
bad.
grandson and Jennifer were in the next room when they heard a gunshot but mistaked the sound for a book falling and did not check on Thompson. Juan Thompson found his father's
It's a
body.
big ass book.
Yeah, I mean, he was just like,
He dropped the dictionary.
years of cocaine and alcohol abuse contributed to the problem with depression. Hunter's inner circle told the press that he had been depressed and always found February a gloomy month. With football season over and a harsh Colorado
He
winter
hated
weather,
Black History Month.
He was also
Oh no.
no.
I was like, what?
He was also upset with over his advancing age and chronic medical problems, including a hip replacement, which would frequently mutter, "This kid's getting old." Yeah, like, oh, this kid's getting old.
Dude, that's weird.
Yeah, but yeah, he killed himself. That's he said 25 years ago he would feel trapped if he didn't know that he could commit suicide at any moment. Jesus Christ.
That's far.
That's
He must have be really gone. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He had like a wild life.
Yeah,
he was
awesome.
like he like first. I mean, did you take sports lit
No.
in high school? No.
Took
We
fun
read
though.
like an article about him where he goes to the Kentucky Derby, and he fucking shows up and he's all fucked up on like different kind of drugs like ether, acid, like all these different combinations of shit, and he just walks in with no press, nothing. He like buys something off of somebody, maybe, or maybe just walks right in, just goes to the Kentucky Derby and gets in the press booth and like just all fucked up with no credentials, no nothing, just lying the entire way. Fake
What?
names, fake everything. He gets the entire way there. It's like what Fear and Loathing is about too. Like he's a legitimate journalist. Like he actually is like hired by like Rolling Stone and like a couple other different places. At least during Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas he was.
Yeah.
And like he gets hired to go to like an event, like a race in the desert in Las Vegas, and he goes down there and he just gets fucked up. He watches half the race, not even half the race. They get like a mile into the race, into the desert, and you can't see anything anymore. And he's like traveling in a car beside it, trying to like document what's going on.
What?
And they can't see anything anymore, so he's like, "Fuck it, turn this thing around. We're going back to the bar." And he just like bails out in the middle of the race.
What?
Doesn't write like the article because he's all fucked up. Has like an entire night out where it's like just crazy fucking acid craziness,
What?
just bullshit, like ether, a whole lot.
I need to
Like,
rewatch Fear and Loathing.
yeah, and read the book too.
There's a book.
He wrote the book
Oh,
himself.
wrote-
That's what I'm saying.
wow,
The
okay, I
book
didn't
is
know
like a
that.
first-hand experience
I thought
of
it
the
was
movie,
oh,
like it's real life.
Yeah.
And like he's done a bunch of like prior to that he got in with the Hells Angels.
Yeah.
And like went undercover with them and kind of like outed them and like wrote a whole book about
What?
it. And then he
So
followed
cool.
like campaigns after that. After the whole Fear and Loathing thing, he got real political.
Okay.
He started like he ran for like sheriff and like all this other shit. He almost won. He almost won in like a county in Colorado.
Almost one.
Yeah, with I forget what I think he might have been running as a Gonzo, like Gonzo Party.
What does that mean?
Gonzo
What's his
journalism
thing?
was his form of journalism, was just like take a bunch of drugs and that's how you get like the real, like what's like really going on at something.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
never heard of that.
if you're on acid and something
Yeah.
else and you're
I
at
see
something,
it,
you
like
can get
it's-
the real vibes and the real like, you know, you can I don't know, you know, like the first time you ever smoked or tripped where you feel like not like necessarily like enhanced, but like you feel like you get like
Yeah.
a better understanding.
No, I know what you
like,
mean, yeah.
you know what I mean? You can get a
That's
read
what
of
he
the
was-
room
yeah.
better, and he was just like, you know,
I can
all these
understand
fancy people in there, da 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 da. You know, when he's with the political shit, and
Yeah.
yeah, like, you know, so he was just rampantly on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that. I didn't know that. I'm not the.
yeah.
looking
But
into
I would
it.
like to. The reason we brought him up, I would like to do something similar. Maybe not get shot out of a cannon, but
Yeah.
like he got shot out of a cannon over his like property.
Yeah.
And he like had this huge property in Colorado.
Yeah.
So like he spread his ashes out.
Was there a bunch of people
over
there?
shit. And, yeah, probably.
Probably.
Do you want to? I think there might be a video of it. Hunter S Thompson cannon. Here we go. Simple as that. Yeah, and he was like really close with Johnny Depp because he felt that Johnny Depp wasn't some like bozo loser.
Yeah.
And then like because they were trying to find people to play him in the movie.
Yeah, and he like Johnny
And
Depp.
like I think he was already friends with Johnny Depp. He was like he needs to do it, and then Johnny Depp could just do a perfect impression because
They're like wicked
he was friends with him. Yeah. See, these are the videos. He's like yelling at this guy. This guy's like his fucking. This is like the design of it. So you shoot it over there, over this cannon, over this canyon.
What the heck?
Yeah, there's a part I want to pull up where he's talking about this guy drawing it, and he's like, gets wicked pissed at his fucking. I mean, he's like a drug head, so like,
Yeah.
of course, he's gonna be like getting all tight at people all the time.
Yeah.
He's screaming at the guy about how there's not 2 thumbs on the thing. The guy built the thing, or I drew the thing out with 1 thumb, and he's like, "It's gonna have 2 thumbs. It's gonna have 2 thumbs. God damn it! How many times I gotta tell you?" And he's like screaming at him about it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is what it ended up looking like. I think this is the final.
Place ashes in different areas and the firm believer in the ancient ashes incidents. I was
Nothing eventually shoots out, I think.
It's wild.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I always just said like, I think it's illegal technically, but I just like to get buried somewhere in the fucking ground. Like just like find my favorite spot by the time I'm dead and just
That'd be
like
pretty cool.
bury me in my favorite spot,
That'd be
right in
really
the
cool,
ground.
actually.
Dig a 6-foot hole, no cat, no coffin. Put some shit in there, maybe with
I almost
me that
agree
I
with
fuck
that.
Bury me with like an eighth or like a blunt in my hand or something, joint in my hand.
Give me a
lighter.
blanket.
Yeah, I don't know. I like blankets. Give me a weighted blanket. I don't know. No, I'm just
It's
like
gonna crush your bones eventually. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna it'll push me right into the earth.
Yeah.
I don't know. The idea was just like you just slowly,
Decay into the earth.
decay into
Go
worms,
back to where you came
and you
from.
become worms and dirt, and then you become trees and plants, and that's probably how we feel that like ponolithic kind of connection, so to speak. Like if we have a connection to like the energies of like earth and whatever, it's just beings who decayed into whatever to not necessarily everything, but you know what I'm saying. Like
I mean,
back in the day, they definitely weren't building a bunch of fucking
No.
coffins. They're just
Kidding me?
tossing people on the ground and fucking lighting them on fire.
yeah,
And, you know what I
throwing
mean?
them in the
Whatever.
water.
So,
No, I'm
like,
kidding.
you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Dude, there was I forget what battle it was necessarily of in France during World War II, but like literally the rivers were covered in bodies. Like the rivers were like you couldn't see water. Oh no, sorry, it was I think it was, huh? It was, I don't know if it was D-Day. I wanted to say D-Day, but I thought it was like maybe a different attack that wasn't like as known. I watched it in a movie not too long ago. It's like literally like they didn't show it, but someone was talking about it, and it was like you couldn't see the water because it was just bodies all floating on top of the rivers, like
That's
floating down the
crazy.
river. Yeah. But then you can't help but think that even those get to the end of a line and start decaying into
probably.
something, and blah blah blah.
Definitely, yeah.
So a little bit of beauty in the struggle, and death, and homicide, and murder.
Murder and homicide.
If we did
Suicide.
titles for this for like
Murder
the
and
podcast,
homicide.
it'd be like
Oh my
murder,
gosh, that'd be
homicide,
wicked funny.
suicide. That's the
That'd be
number
crazy.
one female podcast in the world.
That's
True
what
crime.
It's called. Oh, I thought you were
Yeah, called
Murder.
it's called the Booty Ass Cheeks Podcast, man. Get you out live every Thursday.
Check it out. The booty ass cheeks, man. Murder, homicide, and suicide.
Dude.
That should be the entire name of it. Booty Ass Cheeks, the Murder, Homicide, Suicide Podcast.
You would definitely get some attention. People would be like,
That's what, at first I was like, you can't name your podcast that. And he's like, bro, clickbait.
Yeah,
Everyone's going to see
genius.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how many people will
it's going to be
take
a
it
lot
very
of,
seriously at first.
teenagers.
And you have
Give
the
a fuck.
Yeah,
there'll be a lot of high
who
school
gives-
kids that love it.
Who gives a fuck? Everyone's going to eat it. Eat it. You're going to eat up the Booty Ass Cheeks,
They're
man.
gonna eat the booty ass cheeks.
No, but the number one podcast for females is True Crime.
Really?
I don't know which one specifically, but it's like Joe Rogan's 2, True Crime's 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Murder, suicide.
Murder, homicide,
Homicide.
suicide, bad intrusive thoughts from
Bad
demons
ideas.
like Leviticus,
Leviticus.
whisper in your ear
Bad
about
ideas.
homicide.
There is like talks about like
Bad
Leviticus in the like,
ideas and murder.
Old Testament, but I just don't understand what that dude was saying.
Leviticus flies down with his big homicidal wings and
Man.
whispers in your ear about murmurs of suicide.
Murmurs about suicide and homicide. And
He
what
heard
have
through the
you.
grapevine that you were thinking about homicide and murder.
Thinking about killing somebody. Thinking homicidal thoughts.
Just me and Al doing me and Al.
I'm witnessing it. It's going back and forth. It's like a tennis match.
Live and in the flesh.
It's like a tennis match of which one's
match.
hitting the
Homicide
homicide,
thoughts.
murder, suicide back.
Murder
You're like,
thoughts.
But I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Murder.
We've got a couple of
Murder
podcasts with you guys coming out in a row.
yeah.
Of course.
68, 69.
68, 69.
And, well, I hope you guys enjoyed some of our bullshit there. I mean, me and Al were
Murder,
definitely talking about
suicide.
murder and suicide.
homicide.
Bad things from Leviticus,
Bad
whispering
thing.
in your ear from the
Playing
grapevine.
basketball and shit.
Murders about.
Talking about murder and playing basketball.
That was different.
Talk
church.
about playing one-on-one
If I
basketball
played at
with
that church,
Leviticus.
bro. If I played at that church, I would got school. You
Talking
kidding me?
about playing one-on-one with
I played Leviticus one-on-one back on February.
back in February.
I beat him 11-9. Cat
Leviticus.
Williams good
Yeah.
talking about how he beats demons.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't actually.
No, when he was
understand
talking about-
I played demons.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe
he's
Rogan.
funny.
I fought demons.
Him
so-
talking
Joe Rogan,
about
I was
golf.
reading 4 books while I was beating Leviticus's ass one-on-one. 21-0, all threes.
He's funny though.
He's very funny. Him on
All
Joe
3
Rogan.
pointers, Joe Rogan.
He was like way more outlandish on Shannon's.
Yeah.
On Joe Rogan's, he was much more
That was
just
funny.
like
I saw clips
calm
from
and
that.
entertaining. He's just he's got information.
He does.
Oh, we did not talk about Diddy.
Oh, we didn't
God.
talk about
Or
Diddy. No,
Worcester.
Diddy. No,
We could
Diddy.
maybe not.
the greatest city in the world.
I mean, I gotta go, but it's,
Oh, you gotta
I mean, just I gotta get home a lot.
Diddy's just got like
You gotta
buses of
Gotta go.
underage
do a
men thinking about homicide and murder,
Yeah.
pulling up to no. There's some
Don's gonna go
Before we
leave this
go.
place and do a homicide.
at the end. P Diddy, one of his
Yeah.
neighbors,
D-
pulled up on the news and was like,
Crazy.
"Bro, he's got mad youths coming to his house. He got
Yeah,
he's like
kids
mad,
on
yeah, he's like,
buses
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
shit.
They got kids coming in at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And he was like, this kid was definitely
What?
electric. He's like, like 4 a.m. getting crazy up in there. Shit go wild, bro. He crazy, dog. Got
What?
Kids, yeah. Yeah, who knows what it was just like
Yeah.
rumors of him and Meek Mill
Diddy's
doing
gay pedophile.
homosexual demon stuff with Leviticus.
That's so wild.
They were doing
murderous,
Yeah.
homicide.
And then, like, I saw a
biggest
thing where
smalls
someone
and-
thinks he's like they're just doing this
that
to.
he's Leviticus.
No, that he's the cover up.
He's
they're
Leviticus.
Like, they're gonna put this all
play
this shit on
basketball.
him.
He's
No, I don't think so. I think
I
doing
think it's like,
curses.
well, I know. I think he's into that shit, but I'm saying
Demons.
someone said
Well,
like
there's
they're like
there's a
dogs.
lawsuit.
like
There's a
almost like
lawsuit.
Epstein, like them getting him right
Dude.
as the main dude.
I
for
mean,
that.
he's
like,
also a murderous
Diddy-
demon
Yeah.
Leviticus.
Diddy killed Biggie and Tupac, and then
Yeah.
raped kids, and then
did he actually?
Then he
I
fucked
don't-
Meek
I mean,
Mill, and then he
The
and then
kids might
Jeffrey
be like a
Epstein.
stretch, like
Did he actually kill Biggie
adolescent,
and
not
Tupac?
old enough people yet.
Dude,
There's
Jay-Z, I'm coming for you.
what?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Dude, no, Jay-Z is the biggest.
Yeah.
He's like Diddy times 10, bro.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But Diddy has a
Diddy-
Diddy has a lawsuit against him right now for like touching ass and like
Booty
guy said he's
ass
like waking
cheeks.
up into orgies with
What?
Diddy and shit. Yeah.
Gay orgies.
Yeah.
Murderous.
Murderous
sins.
things.
and,
Waking
other murderous things.
Waking up in the home of Leviticus. Murderous
The
orgies.
belly of the beast.
With more murderous orgies going on.
No,
with
like-
homicidal and suicidal things.
Homosexual,
Another song,
homicidal, murderous orgies.
More money, more murderous things.
You're waking
Diddy.
up in the belly of the beast.
What's the rap line at the end of Kill Shot by Eminem where he's like,
I think it's
I
like
don't
more
know.
money, more murderous things.
I think they were talking about more money, more problems. Murderous, homicidal
those
tendencies.
problems were murderous murmurs of suicide and homicide from Leviticus. It's just me and Hal fucking around.
Murderous,
bro.
we're just having murderous, homicidal,
Diddy, bro.
suicidal
Fucking
tendencies.
Terry's
When it
Leviticus,
comes to
bro.
Diddy, you never know.
He's going to jail.
He's going.
Lock him up!
I
Put him
want
in
to
federal
see
fucking
bad
prison.
things happen to Diddy. Nothing good for him. He's a
Yeah.
bad man.
You want like what happened to Epstein, or you want it to be
Dude.
longer? No,
Dude.
because he just got hung. He didn't do
Yeah,
that
yeah,
himself.
yeah,
he
supposedly.
didn't get fucking hung, bro.
He's chilling with Hitler and Tupac down in
either-
Argentina.
Either got
Yeah.
killed or
He had a body double ready.
Diddy and Tupac gonna reunite in
wild.
Cuba and something. Yeah.
yeah, now you're cooking. Now you're
Yeah, we're
cooking
gonna
with
have
stuff.
both of them on the booty.
Now you're
ass
cooking with
cheeks
oil in the
pod.
pan.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about murderous tendencies. Suicide.
Alright, I know you gotta get going. We'll hold you up with our
With your murder,
bullshit.
suicide.
With our murderous, suicidal,
Are you guys gonna keep
homicidal
it running?
tendencies. No.
I was
We're
like,
gonna end.
We're gonna-
I was like,
it would
what?
just be another
We're gonna
15
do a
minutes of me
murder
doing that.
suicide.
some people
I
might want to watch that.
I won't plague these people with another 15 minutes of me and Al going,
Dude,
murder,
That would
suicide.
actually be so funny if I left and it really was like 15 minutes. Like
We could do it.
that would be, I was like,
It was just, it's like we'll bring up a new topic, and then within that topic, we'll find murderous, suicidal, homicidal tendencies and murmurs.
We'll hear some murmurs.
Just the fucking word murmur is funny, is the idea. It's like,
Suicide,
yeah.
homicide, and
I forget. Oh, I thought I've been saying it a lot because
homosexual.
the other
orgies.
guys. when the guy who plays David
Diddy.
Wallace from The Office is like about to jump from the wall. He's about to do some
Oh, yeah, yeah.
suicidal tendencies,
Oh,
and he's about to jump off, and he's like, you know, I'm starting to hear murmurs down here. People don't think you're gonna do it. They don't think you got the balls.
Yeah, that's so.
And he
funny.
jumps off and he kills himself. Like, murderous things.
Suicidal.
All right, we'll leave you how I always leave you. Peace and believe in yourselves. We'll catch you fools later. Deuces.
Deuces.
Peace.